Thank you for watching My News 26. I'm Paula Jasper. Today we're downtown Traverse City with the Grand Traverse Regional Community Foundation. Joining me is Allison Mativa, Director of Community Relations, and Phil Ellis, Executive Director. Thanks for joining me, both of you.
Thank you.
Now, first, Phil, if you could start out by telling us, what is a community foundation?
Community foundations have been around for over 100 years. They really serve a community or a region, and they allow donors to partner to fulfill the wishes and the passions that they have.
Give us a little details on this particular one.
Sure. We were established in 1992, and we serve 5 counties. We serve Antrim, Benzie, Grand Traverse, Kalkaska, and Leelanau counties.
And how is this foundation governed?
We have a board. There are 32 members representing the 5 counties in our region, and that board meets quarterly to address strategic issues, but we also function by smaller committees that actually get the work done of the foundation. But they represent and are ambassadors both to their communities, but also to the community foundation from those communities.
Now, is it typical for a foundation to encompass many counties, or are they usually single?
It's more usual that it's a community or a county, but in more rural areas, it's not as unusual to have a regional community foundation like we do.
Okay. Give us an idea of how the funds, the endowment funds.
We have around 300 funds that represent anything that donors have given to us to affect the environment, arts and culture, youth and seniors. We have a number of scholarship funds, the environment, and it's really, in a lot of ways, we have a tagline that says, where a donor's wish lives forever, so a lot of it is driven by the donor.
Allison, do people usually give for specific things?
Typically, donors do give to something that they care about. And one example of that would be an endowment that we have called the Assisting Children's Education Endowment. And that was started by a couple of donors that had a heart for education, and lots of donors have since joined into that, given for the same purpose. And all of those small gifts together really make a significant impact.
And that's something that you wanted to make people aware of for community foundations, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Gifts of any size make a meaningful difference in the way that our community foundation works. So whether your gifts are large or small, you can have a big impact.
Okay. Phil, now are there some larger projects in the works?
There are. Probably one of our largest projects is in Central Lake, a small village in our region in Antrim County. And we had a donor who passed a couple of years ago, and her intent was to benefit early childhood and their families in Central Lake. And we've got a variety of services and programs that we're supporting there with a variety of partners in that community.
How do you characterize the benefit of a community foundation?
Well, one of the things we like to talk about, Paula, is the difference between philanthropy and charity. And charity is that focus on addressing something right now. And philanthropy is really looking at the long term and a sustainable resource. And that's the core of community foundations, to develop what we call endowments, that are gifts that a portion are granted today, but that fund will last forever. Whereas if a donor wants to do something right now, there are many agencies that offer a variety of services. But for us, it's that long-term philanthropy side.
It must be an amazing experience when somebody comes in and wants help with something like this.
Yeah, it really is. We're in a really special circumstance where we can talk with donors and work with them, learn about their interests, and try to connect them to have the impact that they're looking to have. Sometimes that happens in a way where it's for a memorial or a person has lost someone close to them. And we have a unique opportunity to help that person create a lasting legacy for their loved one, or honor them in a way that's meaningful.
What is contact information?
The best way to find us is online at our website, www.gtrcf.org.
Thanks for joining me, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Paula Jasper, My News 26, downtown Traverse City.